We don't have much time, but it's enough for you to learn a few things.
Run for your life!
Oh, it's not enough time
You
to...
stay here. I'll go and...
I can look after myself.
Maybe, but nonetheless. Okay, honestly, I had kind of forgotten that this was happening. It might be worth to actually grab our swords. Oi, you, move it, move it. Move it. And with enough time, we can strike where required. Come on. Oh boy, oh boy. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, a little bit too close for comfort, friends. A little bit too close for comfort. Come on. All of you. I love this ability, but nonetheless, it's a little bit dangerous to use at the end of the day. Come on, come on, come on. Get over here. You have no chance against me. Skel, hope you're okay. Skel, please be careful. Please be very careful. Oh. Come on, come on. And charge. Charge. Don't hit me in the face. I swear. Ooh. You guys know how to fight. And you know how to strike me in the back. Okay, I need to get the hell out of here. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Come on, come on. This is how we do it. More Hounds of the Wild Hunt. No problem. Ooh. Question though, do we need to flee? We don't flee. We try and stay the bloody hell alive. That's what we do. Oh God. I am so dead. I am so gonna be dead. I am so gonna be dead. Oh. Yep, as expected. Honestly, that is only to be expected when we're dealing with the Wild Hunt, while also still being quite on the wounded side of things. So yeah, this is all fine. We can totally do this. Let's deal some proper damage this time around without falling for any of your tricks. You want to capture me so badly, you won't. So, how about we try this again? You will all go down. Skel, please stay safe. Thank you very much. Come on, you bloody hound. No, you don't. Okay. These guys are teleporting in a little bit too much for my taste. So, well, that teleport didn't actually do an awful lot. Can you? No. Can you not do that, my friend? So, how about this? Okay, do I really... I suck at using this ability. That's how we do it. Oh, you certainly don't like that, friend. Skel, you're staying safe? Let's not put a sword away. Maybe. Oh, I love the fact that I can just teleport through you. So bloody powerful. No. You try and kick me in the face? Have a sword strike. Do we ride? Are you sure about that? I kind of want to ride, but also I can't really leave you behind. Get a horse and fleet. Oh dear. We're gonna have to ride. We're gonna have to ride. And that's when Skel also ran away. Oh dear.
What? What was that?
The Wild Hunt.
Ragnarok? The world's end?
No, not yet. But I must go. They're here for me.
Get on the horse. I'll show you the way to the rock.
Thank you, Skel, but what about your family?
You should stay. See to Astrid, your mum.
Afterwards. Once I'm sure you'll make it. Let's go. Watch out! Right, Ciri! Don't look back!
I won't, trust me. Oh, maybe I will look back just a bit. There's a lot of them. Okay.
Faster! Faster, they're catching up!
They can try. They won't succeed though. Oh, there really is a lot of them. Okay. We got this. We got this. They won't strike me. They won't strike me. Okay. Can this horse recover some stamina? No, come on, come on, come on. This ain't the best horse out there, and it ain't a Kelpie. Ooh. Come on. We can totally do this. Skal, you know how to ride for sure. Where the hell is Skal? Okay. Maybe put the sword away? Or keep it? I'm not entirely sure if we should fight them on horseback. Like, it's possible? Yes, very true. But we need to make distance right now between us and them.
What?
Thank you very much. And that explains why people thought that he ran away. What? Huh. Skill was happy to be alive at that point in time. What? Is that Uma?
What became of that creature? Where is he? What?
I saw him at Stonan, but he sold him
To the Bloody Baron.
Don't no.
Begone.
Tell them clear my name.
Begone, I say.
God, he went through so much. Ooh. Yeah, this kind of magic 100% takes its toll. Okay, what happened to the garden? Pretty clear. You could have shown a little sympathy. No, I get where Yennefer is coming from. Even if it is a little bit crude, but... How are you feeling?
Yen, are you alright?
I'm fine now. The spell. Imagine putting wriggling cockroaches in your mouth, or swimming in manure. That's more or less how it felt.
Yeah. And I take that what happened to the garden is that it drew out the life.
What happened to the garden?
It died. Like I said, the spell, it requires a great deal of energy.
Yeah.
You knew it would end like this, didn't you? Didn't consider it worth mentioning?
No, I knew you'd protest. Your sense of decency is charming, but it does get in the way sometimes.
Fair point, but still. However, don't take this as an insult, but... Maybe you could have shown a little sympathy towards Skjal. I mean, you did kind of resurrect him from the dead.
Could have shown some sympathy for the boy.
That was no boy, Geralt. It was a hunk of rotting, rancid flesh that spoke through my magic.
Didn't just speak. It howled in pain.
I know it seemed real, but it was no longer human. Do you understand? Geralt, I know we should talk, but not here, all right? I don't wish to stay a moment longer.
No, I get that.
Garden! Our garden!
And we definitely want to get out of here.
We helped! And you! Inconceivable!
Now.
Don't you dare try to calm me! We've every right to be furious! Furious! And you! You will pay for this.
Ladies, I get that you're here, but you do have to worry at least a little bit about this Morkvarg fella that's been running around the place. Be careful. And also, yeah. We had no choice. Would they agree that? We're sorry.
I'm sorry.
Even if that doesn't help at all.
Will you say nothing else?
What else is there to be
Nothing
said?
that would help.
I shall make sure all Skellige hears what you did here.
Wait. I did this. I alone. Geralt tried to stop me. I refused to listen.
I might have known. They warned me about you. Sorceresses. None shall open their door to you. None shall feed your hunger, and none shall tend to your wounds.
Oh boy.
Yen, you didn't have to do that.
But I wanted to. I'd rather not talk about it. We must focus on what Skal told us.
Yeah. The ugly creature, it is linked to Ciri somehow. Definitely, but we do know that Ciri is not in Skellige.
Didn't learn much. Though we can be sure Ciri's not in Skellige anymore. Not in Velen or Novigrad either. She's disappeared. Again.
And where
Perhaps
to?
we should re-examine what we've learned. We might have missed a clue that would push us forward.
Certainly hope that's the case. Makes me wonder what she's gotten herself into.
Can't even begin to imagine. But we will pull her out of it. Safe and sound. That I promise you.
Most definitely. But, okay, I'm trying to picture how all of this went. But the thing that we just learned from Skel. Ciri and this mage, they both left in a boat. But was that the moment where they ended up on Art Skellig and then got split up? Or did this teleportation with Ciri landing in the water happen at a different point in time? Like, did this maybe happen once she teleported away from the Church of the Church of the Eternal Fire area in Novigrad? And did she and the Elf Mage just meet up here on Skellige again by accident? But this ugly creature, one thing for sure, 100%, somehow it is linked to Ciri. Somehow.
Key to finding Ciri is that ugly thing Skell saw on the beach. That's what I think. You know, I saw something, or someone who looked just like that.
Where?
In Velen, at a castle until recently ruled by a self-proclaimed baron, now controlled by his right-hand man, Sergeant Ardle.
Not a nice
We
guy.
must go and get the creature. I don't know. Buy him, kidnap him.
The thing's clearly cursed. Its mind is a jumble. Can't have anything resembling a normal conversation with it.
Grumbling won't get us anywhere. All will be well. A curse, please. Nothing a sorceress and a witcher couldn't handle.
We truly make a power couple.
Now, tell me, do you... No, never mind.
What did you want to say? Because now I'm curious.
You were gonna ask me something. What was it?
Tell me, do you think... Is there a chance that thing might be Ciri? That... well... she's been transformed by some curse?
Don't even want to think about it.
Geralt, we must.
Might be. From what I know, she was looking to cure a powerful curse while in Novigrad. But I'll lose it if I try to deal with that possibility now. We have to do what we can, see what happens.
Okay, again, trying to picture how this all went, but again, I think I'm messing up the timeline of the events of Skellige. Assuming that Ciri and this elf mage were together. They then teleported away on Art Skellige when they were attacked by the Wild Hunt. That's when Ciri thus appeared in the water here, and the elven mage just helped her, and they were thus on Hindarsfjall. But no. The timeline is all jumbled up for me. We know that the elven mage also was already in Velen, but what's the deal with this bloody ugly creature? I have questions. But anyway, what now?
Ciri's trail in Skellige. We followed it, exhausted the possibilities. Might be time to go back to the continent.
Before you do, there's one thing. It's important.
What's that?
Let's meet in Larvik, at the Warriors' Hall. We'll speak there.
Sure thing. See you in Larvik, need a bit of time, gonna tend to something first. Definitely gonna tend to something else first. I will meet you there.
Can we do this later? Sorry, need to take care of something.
Well, if you must, you must. I shall wait for you in Larvik for a time. If you don't make it, we'll meet in Vizima. After all, we do owe the Emperor a report.
Ciri's our concern, ours alone.
Perhaps. But that is not what we agreed with Emir. We must see him.
On one hand, yeah, awfully loyal of you.
Being awfully loyal to your patron.
He's your patron as well, dear.
True.
Don't forget that, lest he remind you of it himself.
Yeah, I know. I guess so be it. I don't like the idea, but it's his daughter at the end of the day. He might not be a proper father, but so be it.
If we gotta, we gotta. So be it.
We'd never have known Ciri had returned if not for Emma and his agents. We owe him this.
Exactly.
See you, Yen. Take care of yourself.
Wait. This matter in Larvik. It really is important to me. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tarry.
I am gonna try and promise. I'm gonna try and figure out what the deal is with this werewolf here before any more people get hurt. And then I will directly be on my way towards Larvik. I'll be with you shortly. First things first. Yeah. I definitely have got something to do in regards to a werewolf. And also, mysterious passenger. I've got a lot of reading up to do, basically. The Last Wish. Okay, a lot of stuff is happening right now. And I hate the fact that it's raining. I'll try and find a place where I can rest. But you know what? No, we're gonna grab this treasure here, and we're gonna find a place where we can rest. That sounds like a wraith. Hello. We're gonna kill this wraith, we're gonna grab the treasure, we're gonna find a place where we don't have to hide from the rain, or where we can hide from the rain. You. And then I'm gonna read up on all the stuff that's currently on my mind. So you... Shoo. Thank you. Now let's see. Okay, for a moment I thought that Thunder Strike was another wraith, but no. Is that a treasure? That's a horrible treasure. Well, in that case, back to this town. We're gonna rest. We're gonna take care. We're gonna get out of the rain. Can we go into the spa? I guess not. Does anyone want to open their door for a witcher who was not responsible for the madness in regards to your dead garden? Does no one open their door? Does anyone have an open door? You know what? is at least a roof over my head. And at this point in time, well, yeah, that's the only thing we've got for ourselves. The ugly baby. Tell the Baron Sergeant you want to take Uma. Geralt knew Uma currently resided at Crow's Perch. The Baron's bandits, hungry for a bit of unrefined entertainment, had made Uma their jester. Geralt knew he would have to put an end to this farce, take the unfortunate being from Velen and, with Yennefer's help, try to lift the curse that held him. And clearly, the mage and Ciri knew about this curse. The mage too was also trying to deal with a possible curse solving issue. Like that's why he spoke to Kira Mitz. I'm really wondering what kind of curse this is, because we've never seen anything like that before. But Yennefer needs us. In regards to the last wish, meet Yennefer in Larvik. Before Geralt and Yennefer parted after their adventure in Freya's garden, the sorceresses asked him to meet her in Larvik. She made it clear that this was a personal matter, but gave no further details, and that really strikes my interest. Now, in regards to the rest, yeah, there is still an awful lot for us to do. And I need to speak to Yennefer regarding this thing. Like, yes, I need to tell Radovid. Well, tell Radovid what you learned about Philippa, but I don't want to bring Radovid this crystal if I don't really want to bring it to him just yet. So, Anyway, before we leave towards the mainland, back to Velen, back in search of Ciri, because clearly it's a dead end over here. Yeah, there are still an awful lot of things left to do in Skellige. Sure, it doesn't really help us in regards to actually helping Ciri out, but there's so many things right now. If we can make friends, maybe with the people on Ard Skellige and all the other islands and whatnot, help out Cirith and help out Hjalmar. Like we promised, God, what was his name? Crack? Yeah, Crack on Crates. We promised him that we would help his children as well. He helped us out with the information and to let us investigate the thing that happened near the Druid's camp with the magical explosion. So we kinda have to. But we need to meet Yennefer in Larvik right now. What I'm gonna do is we're going to talk to this Einar and find out what he knows about the curse. And then we're gonna return to unlock the chapter house doors and also get rid of the werewolf in the garden, basically. So for now, that means onwards to Larvik we go. After all that happened in the garden, there is a very big part of me that hopes that maybe we can spin the story around just a bit. Maybe put the blame of the whole garden dying into the shoes of this Morkvarg once we kill him. Like, that would kill two birds with one stone, theoretically. Yennefer thus wouldn't be exiled the way that she is. You just know I'm getting distracted. What happened here?
Something really did tear him to pieces.
But what? Apparently we're dealing with a strange beast. I really should go to Larvik and go to the Note Sport and see what's going on there, because apparently people have got an issue.
Not much left. Beast must have dragged the shredded body to the woods.
Yeah. No, first if there's a beast around, I need to know more about it anyway. Currently, that does not involve me investigating this trail. No, we're going to Larvik. I'm gonna talk to this Einar. I'm gonna figure out what the hell he knows about the Morkvarg curse. So, if everything should go nicely, this is exactly where we need to be. So let's hope he actually knows a bit more. Because otherwise, yeah, I'm gonna have a little bit of trouble figuring out what the hell to do in regards to this curse.
Drink last night too?
Maybe. Hi, yes, me. Is there a problem? I'd keep an eye on Roach. Roach does what he wants. Or what she wants. Anyway, Einar, I'm looking for you.
You're a you dimwit! drop one more and I'll keelhaul you.
Got a minute?
Preparing my boat, can't you see? Nilfgaardian dogs were to hunt us some.
Got bigger game in mind. Morkvarg.
Ah, so them's your apples. All right, ask away. In praise of Freya.
Yeah, the garden. I want to know what exactly happened there.
You were there when Morkvarg raided the garden. Heard you alone survived.
True. I managed to flee. Great Mother was looking out for me that day.
Bet she didn't give a lick about the priestesses.
Apparently. Morkvarg had them bound, then slit their throats like horses for the sacrifice. And he laughed. Understand? He laughed.
Yeah, he sounds like the scum of the earth.
But Archpriestess Ulver cursed him with her dying breath. You are beastly now, remain so forevermore. Ah, saintly woman.
And as a result, yeah, remain beastly forevermore, to the point where you can't even kill him for he keeps on returning. But you didn't try and help the priestesses?
Didn't help the priestesses. Why not?
How could I? Alone against a dozen raiders that... Why are you staring?
Just wondering. You people, obsessed with honor, courage, and so on. But you just cut and run? Strange.
I ain't proud of it. Since that day, I've been seeking a worthy death at sea. Seems the goddess, she's not seen fit to summon me.
Yet, yeah. Anyway, afterwards, what happened to Morkvarg? Like, we know he turned into this beast.
What happened to Morkvarg?
Hard to believe, but fur rose through his skin, and his mug stretched forth into a muzzle, like a dog's or a wolf's. He howled, long and grieving, then lunged at his men. They tried to run, but he was fast as lightning. As he killed them, clamped his jaws round their throats, they turned to ash, just like that. Ash that seeped from twixt his fangs.
Not good. Curse must be complex, multi-leveled.
Such is the Great Mother's power.
Such is a curse. Anyway, thanks.
Thanks for your help.
Goddess, guide your sword.
Yeah, I guess that's...
Not you, nor that witch, Jennifer.
Okay, I'm trying to have some respect for your customs. Some? But it's getting hard, okay?
Friends we show heart, foes we show our axe. Remember that.
Yeah, I will. Einar, thank you. Not entirely sure how useful the information was, but... yeah. I guess that only leaves one more thing for us to do, and that is to actually see this key that we found. Does it unlock that door? The locked door? Oh, I can only hope so. So, let's go. And obviously, in the meantime as well, let's hope that this Morkvarg doesn't actually start attacking us again. Like, he's been driven by his own need to eat, his hunger, even though he can't. Completely driving him mad. It's a miracle we have been able to even have a conversation with this thing. But, yeah, this. He's tried to claw his way in here, and we had a key. I have a key. Okay. Maybe inside here. There are multiple locked doors. I've got a key. Where does this key lead to? That's my question right now. Maybe in here, finally. Okay, torch out, please. Thank you very much. I'd like to see what the hell I'm doing. Here we go. So, what has remained untouched other than the Enche and the Anel? Sure. Sad as it may be to many in our world, the word elf is a synonym for pauper, bandit, or layabout. She-elf is used by many to denote a prostitute or woman of loose morals. The adjective elven in turn describes damaged, needlessly complicated, or useless goods. Statistics, for their part, show that 1 in 3 elves living in Redania spent time in prison, and a full 1/2 of them have been fined at least once. The average lifespan of elves, though still thrice that of humans, grows shorter each year. Given the above, it is easy to forget that elves, or Enshade as they fashion themselves, were once a proud race that ruled the land stretching from the banks of the Great Sea in the west to the Blue Mountains in the east, and from the Dragon Mountains in the north to the Mahakam Range in the south. The ruins of their cities scattered throughout the known world bear witness to their former might. Monumenta El Forum by Istrid of Aid Gwynvale. We might have read that one, maybe? I mean, I have read a few books in my time. Many of the most outstanding mages, artists and poets of recorded history have been of this race, and we have elves to thank for dozens of ingenious items we rely on each day, from screw pumps to cosmetics. Those elves who dwell amongst men have largely forgotten their history and culture, the sole sliver of elven identity left in them being a burning hatred for humans, whom they refer to as Dwan. The elves of Doblathana, that puppet vassal of Nilfgaard, and of the wild highlands of the Blue Mountains, have retained much of the old knowledge and culture, though they, too, are condemned to perish. This death sentence was handed to them by biology, for men, though short-lived, are several times more fertile than elves. Thus, when the Enshade's numbers continue to dwindle, ours grow at an alarming and ever-increasing rate. Some elves believe that the tide of events can be turned, that they can put a stop to human expansion and, ultimately, to their oppression by men. They look to their mythical cousins for salvation, to the Enel, the Elder folk. The Enel are said to dwell in another world, or possibly another plane to which they traveled during the mythic age of migration, and from which they at times journey to visit our world. Legends claim a gate between the worlds could be opened, allowing the Enel to ride to their downtrodden brethren's rescue. These are, however, mere fables. Naive fairy tales this race condemned to extinction uses to provide itself small comfort in these, their last sad moments. Yeah, but when I read this, the Enel, the Elder folk, other elves on a different world. Why am I thinking of the Wild Hunt? And that also now begs a question, which I haven't really thought of before, but when the Wild Hunt goes on their hunts, do they only take humans? Or also elves? Basically, I've got questions. Anyway, the people here no longer need this. MORKVARG'S journal. Oh, I'd like to know about this one. Day 24. Justar the Wise has proven unworthy of his moniker. He paid me not to attack his village and then, pleased at his own cleverness, called off the watch. Never had easier work in my life. We slit the man's throat in their sleep and plowed the woman till dawn. Not much loot, but primal entertainment. Day 26. We were sailing from Larvik. We heard owls hooting, an ill omen, so he ordered us to turn back to shore. Puke laughed about how I'm supposed to be so brave, yet I'm afraid of the gods. I tossed him overboard with a knife between his ribs, but I could tell I'd lost a bit of the respect in the lad's eyes. We'll have to do something to prove I've still got the biggest prick on board. Keep them from getting any stupid ideas. Day 33. Our visit to Hindarsfjall was a success. Priestess is dead. Monuments smashed, holy tomes burned, meat barrels drained. We divvied up the silver. I took the Votivus, Norva's son of Odalike took the basins and spoons, and Mon's sons of Gudvar took the candlesticks and jewelry, while Einar, son of Thoradar, forfeited his share out of fear for Freya's wrath. Fine, all the more for us. Tomorrow we'll sail to Speakerrook, see what the merchants' wenches have brought to the market. Okay, so that's interesting. Einar forfeited his share out of fear for Freya's wrath. Huh. Yeah, ask Einar of Larvik why he lied to you about MORKVARG. Clearly he has had a little bit more to do with what happened here. I have got questions. And also, does this door now open? Yes, it does. Apparently the chair didn't fully block this, but... You know what? I'll take this stuff. Because there always is some usefulness here and there. Thank you very much. Anyway, I guess that means we're back to Einvar. Because I want to get to the bottom of this story. So even though all of this happened more than a decade ago, Einvar still isn't fully telling the truth. Afraid of what might happen with what his men might think of him? That's currently my guess.
Greetings. Praise Freya.
Yeah, praise Freya. You lied to me.
Liar.
What? I swear it on the Great Mother's tits.
Cut the act. Don't buy your piety one bit. You were one of MORKVARG'S men.
Well, well. Sharp yarn. Didn't see one thing, though. Lads here around me, they're mine. Armed to the teeth to the man. Let me introduce you.
Yeah, we don't need to fight here. Because I'm here to lift a possible curse. Well, not a possible curse. I'm here to lift a bloody curse to make sure this MORKVARG actually disappears from this world. And I need answers. And maybe you have a link to what is going on here, so right now we don't need to fight.
I'm no knight errant. I'm a witcher. Didn't come here to bring you to justice.
Digging up the past? What's that for?
Need to know what actually happened in the garden. Gonna lift MORKVARG'S curse.
Why would you bloody do that? Horson should suffer till Ragnarok, the day after actually.
Yeah, that's all fine and dandy that he suffers till Ragnarok. But the problem is, he takes others with him. And at the same time, I lift curses.
It's what I do.
Used to say the same myself, till MORKVARG gave the order to sail for Hindisfjall. I raided often and cruelly. Killed women, children, whatever my axe happened to hit. But priestesses, it was too much, even for me. When it was over, and MORKVARG was drinking with the rest, I took this out.
Wolf-fang pendant, covered in runes.
I got it from my da, who was godeye of our village. Told me that anyone I cut with a fang would suffer a fate worse than death. Spoke true, it seems.
Your pop-pop mentioned how to reverse this?
Victim needs to get the fang is all. But I'll not give it to you. That Horson should suffer.
Okay, so was it the fang that caused this curse? Or was the fact that he killed the priestess and was cursed? Or it's a combination, that's why this curse is so complex. It's of two natures. The way to lift MORKVARG'S curse is by using that pendant. If you don't want to give it over, then do it for the priestesses that you didn't manage to save. I know that it's still biting at you.
Listen, the priestesses, they really long to get their garden back. And as I see it, you owe them, don't you think?
All right, take it. But it don't come free. Want one thing in return.
Which would
Won't
be?
tell anyone about your past. Give you my word.
Not that. If you do, I'll just find you and kill you.
That's fair.
Once MORKVARG's human again, you can't let him leave. No matter what.
Honestly, I kinda get that. We have all heard the madness that he has caused. We all know what he's capable of, including his men. Hopefully you have bettered your life. But yeah, MORKVARG truly has got to go. I am intrigued by this story though. Like the way that this curse was formed, the way that I understand it, both by being cursed by the priestesses that were dying, and by Einar, and this claw, fang thing. And to see the damages that this curse can cause. Dear oh dear. Force someone into a werewolf form, and then also to be unable to actually Also, yeah, Skell is still here. Ah, boy. I do hope that once his garden is free again, maybe life can flourish in the future. I hope they can give Skell a proper burial at least. Oh boy. Anyway, where are we gonna find Morkvarg? I'm thinking he might be back in his cave. So, now the question. First off, is he gonna be here? Yes, he's gonna be here. Second question, am I gonna have to fight him? Can he contain his rage and hunger for long enough? The answer is gonna be a no. Morkvarg, I'm here to, well, to try and help you. Probably not in the way that you would like. Probably not in the way that you would like. You, oi, stop this in this very same moment, or I will burn you. I will burn you. Morkvarg no longer really cares about burning. Alright, ready to talk? Morkvarg? Morkvarg. There we go.
Here we are again.
You can't. End this. Or release me.
Yeah. I'm gonna hand him the fang. Because the thing is, feed Morkvarg what? We know that theoretically, anything he eats or tries to eat turns to ash. We have his own meat. We have killed him a few times right now. We theoretically have his own meat. We've got his own foot that is still stuck in that binding where he was trapped before. What happens if he tries to eat himself? Like properly eat himself? It burns, of course, but does he then himself turn into dust? Maybe. But that still might mean that one day he might return. We don't know the full meaning of this curse, and we know it is linked to this bloody fang amulet. So I'm gonna lift this curse the way that I know how.
Here, put this on.
I need no more fangs.
Trust me, you do want
Don't
this
be a
one.
smartass, just do it.
Ah.
I'm free. Free! At last! Oh, where's the tavern? I can eat a broiled pig. No, a side of beef. Wash it down with a cask of ale. Then to sea. They forgot me, no doubt. Well, I'll fucking remind them with a bang. In Novigrad, everywhere. I'm back!
Are you now? First things first, you promised me a reward, didn't you?
Fair winds and all, but before you go, my reward
Right. Nearly forgot.
happens often. Too often.
Calm yourself. I'm a man of honor. Now listen, you'll go to Novigrad, to the bits. Find the vulture, the moneylender. Tell him Morkvarg sends his regards, and you'll know me to be a generous man. Farewell then. The sea beckons.
Yeah, about that. The sea might beckon, but you won't. Especially because the sea beckons in a way that you show no remorse for your past acts. And I'm not about to let a monster just go. Sorry, Morkvarg. Sorry I gave you maybe just a tad bit of hope. But this fate, it was coming for you. And how did you get a chicken leg? Oh, fine, you can keep that one in death. Enjoy your final supper. And thus, well, we collect our rewards from the contract giver. And maybe, at the same time, with a little bit of luck, also clear Yennefer's name. Maybe push the blame of the garden's death into MORKVARG'S shoes. Maybe. Probably not.
And so ends the tale of MORKVARG. May his name fade away with time, for even though his deeds were horrendous, it sometimes is better to let monsters like him be forgotten, so that their actions will never inspire others to try and obtain ill fame.